Hi, I'm Les Williams. I play bass guitar with the country band Rick Barnes and Cheyenne. I want to introduce to you Rick Barnes. He's the leader and the frontman for the band. And he's going to share his story and the story of Rick Barnes and Cheyenne. Take it away, Rick.
The band Cheyenne started in 1980. It was started by my dad, Rick Barnes. He had been a sideman bass player for a lot of different acts throughout the years, and most notably he was on a show called The Pete Williams Show on WRGB-TV in upstate New York. And that ran from about 1963 to early 60s to 1972, somewhere in there I believe. But he just decided one day that he didn't want to be a backup man anymore. He wanted to strap on a flat top guitar and step out in front and have his own band. And we've been a working band for 41 years now. He was trying to think about different names for the band. We thought about it and we threw a lot of things out there, but nothing ever really seemed to stick. But one day we were going somewhere and we were sitting at a red light, and a Chevy Cheyenne pickup pulled up alongside of us, and I looked at the name and I saw it, and I looked at him and he had a smile on his face, and we looked at each other, and that was it. It was Cheyenne from that point on. He decided to put his name out front, Rick Barnes and Cheyenne, because he just kind of figured that a lot of times band members come and go, and that happens, especially when you've been around as long as we have, that when band members leave, sometimes you feel, well, 2-3 guys left, it should be a different name, it's a different band. Well, he never wanted that. He wanted something to stick, so he put his name out front to be the constant. If you come to see a Rick Barnes and Cheyenne show, you know you're going to see Rick Barnes, and you always did, and that was why he did that way. Dad had retired in 2004, and he had moved down to Tennessee, and he wanted to hand the band over to me. Boy, I was awful nervous, I'll tell you, because he had pretty big shoes to fill, and I still ain't filled them, and I never will. But he had confidence in me, and he said, you know, I'm sure you'll be able to do this. So I did that, and I always had him to talk to and to converse with and give me pointers and tips, and he even come and did a couple shows with us afterwards. He drove back up to New York to do some shows with us. We had opened for Gene Watson and T.G. Shepard, and he came up and he did those shows with us. Dad passed away the Christmas of 2013, right on Christmas Day, and since that day, I've been on my own.
Well, my mama met my daddy down in Alabama. They tied the knot, so here I am.
When Dad retired in 2004 and I took over the band, I had a few ideas and some things I wanted to do to expand what we were doing. And I produced a television show called The Adirondack Opry, and it aired for 2 years on a local TV station. We had a really good run with it. It was a fun show to do. And then I also did a Christmas show. I had an idea, I wanted to produce a Christmas show. So I had a Christmas show, full-blown, dancers, children's choir, characters. It was a really good show, and we did that at the Glove Theater in Gloversville, New York, and we sold that out for 5 years in a row. That was also a success, so I was pretty proud of that. And then when Dad passed away in 2018 or 2013 it was, I'm sorry, and he wasn't there to give me advice anymore, or to go to, or to talk to, I just kind of took it off on my own. But I always took what advice he gave me and the things that he taught me, and I ran with those. And the two biggest things that he taught me was, one, be true to the music. He always said, if you're going to be a country band, be a country band. Don't be one of those bands that goes out and does a country song and then does a Led Zeppelin song and bounces around all these different genres trying to please all people. He said, be a country band and please the country people. Know who your crowd is, know who your audience is, let them know who you are, so that when they come to see you, they know that that's what they're getting. They're getting a country band. It's okay to throw in a little 50s and 60s or maybe a little southern rock that's on the countryside, but don't get too far out into that genre. But that's what I've done. We stayed true to the music. A lot of bands have had success with that, mixing up all the different kinds of music, and that's great, more power to them. But that's not who we are. If you come and see Rick Barnes and Cheyenne, you're going to see a good country show with some professional musicians, and that's just one of the things that he taught me. The other thing that he taught me was dress for the stage. He used to say to me, you're an entertainer, look the part, when you get up in front of that crowd, when you walk through that front door, they should know that, hey, that guy's with the band. They should be able to tell by looking at you. When you get up there, he says you gotta look the part. You gotta be that country guy in that country band. That's what they come to see. You know, nobody wants to come and see their next door neighbor up there on the stage in their shorts and baseball hats playing country music. It just never worked for him. If it works for you, that's great. It's just something that we've never done, and I've carried his advice, and here we are 41 years later, and we're still doing it. And that brings us up to the Cheyenne that we have today.
Well, I'm a honky-tonk man, and I can't seem to stop it. Love to give the girl the world, do the music.
2 years ago, I moved down to Gatlinburg, and I decided to reform the band. And it's really tough when you're moving into a new area and you're trying to find guys that are of like mind and on the same page as you. So what I did was I got these 4 guys together that are all great musicians. They all understand the music. They all want to do country. They want to keep it country. They want to do it right. And they didn't know Dad from Adam, but they respect the history. They understand my goal and what I was looking for, and they were more than happy to jump on board. I got Les Williams on bass. You met Les at the beginning of this video.
Yeah, you come knocking at my door, baby, tell me what you got on your mind.
I got Norm Mack on lead guitar.
Busted in Austin, walking around in a day.
And Bill Johnson on drums.
One day I ventured in love, never once expected what the batteries ought to be.
And they all do vocals, which is pretty unusual to have 5 guys in a band that all sing. So that's really good. You get a good variety of music, good variety of vocals, a good variety of songs. And these guys have just come in and they've done such a great job. And I guarantee you that if you book Rick Barnes and Cheyenne, you're going to be very satisfied with the show that you get. You're going to get a good country show. You're going to get entertained by 5 veterans in the music business who all know their instruments, know the songs, and we're not going to let you down. I guarantee it.
Well, my mama met my daddy down in Alabama. They tied the knot, so here I am. I'm born on the bayou on the Texas line. Loved Louisiana and raised in jambalaya. Well, before I could walk, I had a guitar in my hand. By the time I could talk, I had my own band. Went on the road when I was 8 years old. Turned 15, I was stealing the show. Wanted to burn, and the girls were pretty. Take me long to learn that I was born to boogie.
It's a big job just getting by with 9 kids and a wife. But I've been a working man dang near all my life. I'll be working long as my 2 hands are fit to use. Well, I drink a little bit of tavern, sing a little bit of these working man blues.
You got on your mind. All them college boys all went home for the summertime.
Everybody's going out and having fun. I'm just a fool for staying home and having none. I can't get over how she set me free. Oh, lonesome me.
country shack. They said my mammy left me day before she had me. Hit the road and never, ever once looked back. And I would like to mention that my grandma's old age pension is the reason why I'm standing here today. Got all my country learning, milking and a churning, picking cotton, raising hell, and baling hay. I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. I wasn't born, oh, yesterday. Got a good Christian raising and an 8th grade education. Ain't no need for y'all be treating me this way.